discuss things from there. How are you doing? I am Dr. Paul. Welcome to The Healthy Mind. This week has been really a special week, and because I have been giving you guys classroom stuff, which is great, and I really appreciate all the science in the mind and how it affects us internally, right, with our thoughts and our minds. But this week, since Monday, we had a guest on, and we had a guest on Tuesday, and today's Wednesday. So I want to continue on with our guest. It's a surprise guest, and I know she is getting ready, so I'm not going to bring her on right away. It is kind of early in the morning, and this is kind of like this early morning talk show, like Good Morning America. So why am I bringing someone had asked me, why am I bringing guests on? Well, I'll tell you the reason why. It's because when I talk about the healthy mind, and the healthy mind is our segment, and Bridges Live is the podcast, and you know all that, right? We're not in this alone. And a lot of our complaints or struggles is that no one feels the way we feel. I also like to thank you all for your blessings that people have had from my daughter, who just had Harmony, the 7th grandchild, the 4th granddaughter, with 9 kids. She's sure there's more kids to come, but I hope people take their time. And when I'm thinking about my children, I'm thinking about all the struggles they will go through, they have gone through, or they will muddle through. I want you to think that you're not alone. And being not alone is important. Understanding that you have family, you have partners, you have friends, you're just not alone. And I think when we're going through these times of crisis, or this pandemic, or the stay at home, or the stay in, that a lot of us feel like we're all by ourselves. Even if we're in a house with other people, we feel like no one's feeling the way I'm feeling. No one's going through what I'm going through. And I think that's why I started the Healthy Mind, because I think the Healthy Mind, understanding how, I think Katrina's ready, so let me give her a call here. And let's see if we'll bring her on right here. So, I think there she is. Oh man, yeah, it's Good Morning America early.
Nobody gets up in the middle of a pandemic at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, I am glad you did. I was just before I bring you on, Katrina, I was telling people that we're not alone, and a lot of people feel like we are alone in a lot of the things that we're going through. And if we realize that we are doing this together, right? We are moving through this pandemic, this crisis together, and everyone has gone through something. My kids. Oh, you remember Hope? When you came on my show before, my daughter Hope.
Yeah.
She had her. She had a baby girl named Harmony. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, and so welcome Harmony to the world, and to the world of radio and talk shows, because we'll have to have her on as soon as possible. But
yes,
introduce yourself to the Healthy Mind people here early in the morning.
Okay, my name is Katharina Michio. I'm an actor, and I'm also a 3-time film festival director, and I'm also a painter. This is one of my paintings right behind us. You want to come and take a walk down the path.
You have had some amazing paintings. I know. I mean, your career, along with your energy, it's just been amazing. I mean, to be a New Yorker and to do your painting of Billy Joel was absolutely amazing. Now and then to meet the Piano Man. Come on. I mean, that had to been.
That was one of the coolest moments of my art career, for sure. And I got that that portrait of him from watching videos, because I don't like to take a portrait straight from a photo. I didn't have him. So I watched his videos, and it was when he was performing at Shea Stadium, when he did that documentary at Shea Stadium. And he was sideways the whole time, sideways playing piano. All of a sudden, he just turned and looked up at Shea Stadium, and he looked at in awe, and he had that look on his face. I'm like, click, and I freeze framed the screen, and that was the painting that I did of him. I actually explained that to him when I met him, and he said that he remembered that moment.
Wow, wow.
Talk about chills going through your body, and a what moment? What? Huh? Yeah. So that was really cool.
Also, I could get giddy. I get giddy talking to you, Katrina, all the time. I know me and Hope had a great time when you came on my radio show on Bridges. We've known each other for several years now, and I know that you're in New York, and I just talked to another New Yorker out of the Bronx, but you're in Union City.
Yes. Oh.
And Union City has had a huge hit in New York.
It is one of the worst hit counties in New Jersey. I'm actually on the borderline. I'm on the very end of Weehawken, which is where I'm considered, but it's half a block away from me is Union City. If I walk right down the street, it's Union City, and then 2 blocks up is West New York.
Right.
So I kind of have to blend them all together, but if you just take Union City alone, there's almost, I think there was about 2,800 cases alone right there, and about 250 deaths. It's ridiculous. So, and then yesterday was like one of the first times I was out with a bunch of people, and because we were watching the Blue Angels,
they flew over. Yeah.
The tribute to the first responders and the frontliners, and it was, there was a lot of people around, and I would say 99% of people had masks on.
Except
one girl that for some reason just got under my skin. Everybody was covered, and also because we were in close quarters too, everybody was up against the gate. We were outside, but still people were kind of huddling around, and she was just on her phone, not caring about and 2 elderly people sitting next to her, and no mask. So, I'm still, I live in New Jersey, but I'm still a New Yorker. And I had to say something to her. And so then I went over to the police officer that was there, and he says, okay, I'm going to go and give her a mask. And she put it on because he said so, not because I did.
So Katrina, now your timepiece, we Hope loved this the best, and I had to bring this up because when I let her know that I was on the phone, she goes, she loves the fact that you're on The Sopranos and that you can get someone you can get someone knocked off by the people like.
That's right. Well, I do know. Actually, the next part that I'm playing in May, coming up, is I play Mob Boss.
Look at you mobbing it up.
in a movie called, it's actually going to be a pilot called Almost Made. And Joey D'Onofrio is in it from a Bronx Tale, and Lou Martini from he was in Blue Bloods and a bunch of other things, and a lot of really great. Jackie Martling, the comedian, is in it.
Yeah.
We have some great actors in this, so I'm really excited to play that part.
No, I don't. We in this crisis, and I wanted to get you on because I wanted to do two things, and I want to go over this like super fast. Like
Okay.
we've all gone over so many things in our life that we've gone through, and everyone has gone through something of tragic, especially in this pandemic. People are dying,
Mm.
death and sickness, and so on, and being separated from each other. Like you just had a birthday, and you finally got to see your mom. That was awesome because you've been staying away to not see your mom. And how did that? Because we all feel the same way. My
Yeah. Well, I've been here alone, except for these guys that are next to me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
little llama
yeah. We know those
living
guys.
right next to me. Um, thank goodness for them because I need to hug something. I'm a very huggy, feely type.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Italian. I like to hug and double kiss and all of that. And I haven't been able to have human contact, and it's very strange. So you have to bring out whatever you have. Like when I went through breast cancer, and um, that was a really hard time, and I was alone a lot. So I kind of feel like, in a way, I'm reverting back to that a little bit.
Wow, wow. I mean,
It's kind of strange because I'm back in my home alone, and
right.
talking to people over the phone, and um, it's. I mean, I'm used to it. It's maybe not as well. It is because I just lost my father too in
Yeah.
January.
Yes. Yeah.
So, it's all of this is really hard to not be sad. So what happens after you bawl your eyes out, which I had a lot of yesterday, but that's okay because then you put your big girl pants on and you go, okay, now what am I going to do with this? I got to do something. I have to be productive. So I think what cancer, with being a survivor, the ultimate definition of that word means is that you become a real warrior, that you just focus and you really just steer towards your goal. You have to have goals. And my goal was, since I have film festivals and right now that's my main income, uh, I said, okay, well, I'm not going to have live events, so I have to put this online now.
Right.
So I created an online magazine for filmmakers. It's called indiefilmonline.com. And right now, we're going to launch it in May next week, which I'm very excited about. And I also I'm putting a memorial video in for people that we lost
So
to COVID as well.
So with and that's exactly what I want to get into because as I knew about the magazine because I follow you and I follow you, but here's the thing is that as a creative person thinking about how we're going to, and I always call this our new normal, right? We're going into a new normal where there'll be online festivals. How can you help these creative people, the writers, the painters, the artists, to say we can still reach our public or reach people to say, because we want people to feel, we want people to express, we want people to not submit to this depression that people will fall into, and that's what artistic ability is.
Well, I'm making this extremely affordable um, to the filmmakers to put an article in. I'm literally charging like $25, $50 an article, whereas magazines, charge a lot. Um, Hopefully, when I get enough advertising, I won't have to charge for the articles at all. But it gives the filmmakers an outlet that could, even if they didn't win a film festival, they could talk about their work and what their film means to them. They could, we could do a Q&A, We could, they could write their own article and put it in. I could get somebody to, interview them. And they have a source, and it's really good promotion for them to have something that's from a magazine. And so this is, other than giving awards to filmmakers, this is something that I want to do. It's another pay it forward for me. I like to help people.
If you didn't know, I just had I just put out actually two new books since I've been on this issue here, and one is called Out of the Shadows and Into the Black, and the other one's called The Emotional Reaction Training Manual of the Heart. So since I've been sitting at home, I've been writing, and I think that's my way of expressing myself, is getting the information out there. Of course, I teach all the martial arts, and I still do all the meditation and breathing exercises for people. But I think
yes, I see, that's amazing.
If we understand how we can learn to express ourselves better, I don't think we would feel so trapped into what we feel like we're trapped into.
Yes, there's a global meditation online thing that I've been doing with a bunch of filmmaker friends, and we've been all getting through that, and we've been doing that every morning at 10 o'clock. And I really was never a meditator. I'm like, I'm by myself all the time. Like,
right.
don't I meditate?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that meditation if I'm just sitting on the house, sitting on the couch doing nothing? Is that meditation?
It can be, because it's quiet time. It's quiet in your mind. Absolutely.
Right. So, but really having the intention of doing that and going back, going in, and erasing your mind, it really clears a lot of stuff out to move forward. So it's been a really good thing for me, and also getting up. A friend of mine is Robert Ferguson.
Oh,
and he's Robert.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, and he's helping me because I don't know how it happened, but I packed on a couple of the quarantine pounds, the LBSs. So quarantine LBS, we'll call it, and so he said, as soon as you get up, you exercise for 30 minutes. So I've been doing that and drinking tons and tons of water, and I feel better already. So, you have to exercise. If you don't move your body, then you get tired. You get
right.
Then I was taking a lot of naps in the middle of the day. I'm like, I'm going back to sleep. But now I have more energy. It's kind of crazy. It's nice. It's good. You got to wake up your brain.
With I don't like to keep people on too long early in the morning. I like to tell people to get their meditation in, get their exercises in, get their prayers in. During this pandemic, get up, rejoice, live, and give people some of the information that they need to have so they can catch that magazine. And then I'll give them all the information on once I finish all this. So when they go into the live chat live here, I know a lot of people probably have questions and things like that. I normally do take questions, but because it's so early and I just want to talk to you, I'll put the information on the comment section so people can catch up on you and things like that. So.
Okay.
I am so glad that you were able to get up in the morning and visit with me on the Healthy Mind. Absolutely. Now you're up for your meditation class, which is awesome.
Yes. I'm going to exercise first. Okay, so if anybody wants a little article, or if they just want to put a link of their work online, they could go to www.indiefilm.com, indieFilmOnline.com. It's also, I think I also have Indie Films. I bought a bunch of the names, so if you kind of look around, you'll find them too. But it's IndieFilmOnline.com. My art website is MiccioArt.com, MiccioArt. And my film production is Noble Productions, Noble Dot Productions. So I took that name because after cancer, I just said, okay, I'm not going to take any bull anymore from anybody. And I have two French bulldogs. So the other one, Ziggy, he's the mascot of my, the logo of my film production company, Noble. Right, Ziggy?
Noble Productions.
Noble. This is the big Noble.
Look at him. They're not too far behind you.
No, they're always next to me. These guys, they got me through divorce, cancer, death, pandemic. They are amazing.
Thank
they
you.
Snore.
Thank you.
Purr. I'll call it a purr. Say hi, boo boo.
Hi, boo boo.
It's Ziggy Stardust. So, what else? Did I leave anything out?
Not at all. Well, I wish you a great day. I will talk to you again myself, and I hope people
I love you, Paul.
love you too, dear.
So much.
So, thank you for visiting with me on Healthy Mind. That was my friend Katharina Miccio. I will make sure that she has all her information up on our on the site so you can see it and catch up with her and watch all her films and catch up with her film production. I think a lot of us gonna feel alone, are feeling alone, but learn to express yourself, learn to feel better about yourself, and then we can get through all this together. Thank you. God bless, and be safe, be healthy. It's the exercising.